Good morning, bedheads. Click. It's my birthday and I'll do what I want to, do what I want to. How are you today? Can you see me in my glasses? I found this mug last week for like a quarter and I was like, okay, gotta buy that. I hope you're doing well. This is Karen, Coffee with Karen from Ask the Spirit Guides. It happens to be my 56th birthday today. I don't know if I can keep these glasses on seriously. There we go. I don't even look like myself. Aren't these amazing? Cake time. This is just an example of why I shouldn't wear glasses that look like this. All right, I'll keep them on. No, I won't. Take them off. Oh my gosh. So fun. You guys, you have to celebrate your own birthday. I have learned a long time ago, I never ever wait for anybody to celebrate my birthday with me. Never. And that's okay. It's actually way more fun. I don't expect my husband to celebrate my birthday with me, although he does. I don't, I just don't expect anything. I used to expect things when I was younger, and you always get disappointed when you have these expectations and you're kind of attached, right? So it's way more fun to just celebrate. Like I love nowadays, I think the kids, don't they bring their own cupcakes on their own birthday? It's kind of that thing. So I'll wear my hat. I picked the hat out myself. Nobody had to give it to me. Oh my goodness. So anyways, I also want to say happy birthday to Corey Meyer. Corey, we have the same birthday. She's 55 today, though. I'm 1 year older than her. I happen to catch, so if anybody else's birthday is today, put it in the comments or, around this time. I understand. Oh, I meant to grab my astrology book. I have to go get it. I understand that we're in for a wild ride for the next couple of weeks, Corey. We're in for a wild ride because, especially people who had their birthday on the 29th, which Jasmine Crockett, by the way, her birthday was yesterday. I just happened to see a clip on it. And if your birthday was on the solar eclipse or like the day before, the day after, around there, I guess it just speeds things up even more for what everybody else is going through. So yay. Yay for us. So anyways, just a few things to celebrate my birthday. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a discount on things. So we can't quite go 56% off on our mug shop, the buttons and the whatever in there, because it just doesn't, we don't price our stuff super high like some places do, the initial price. So we're going to go 40% off for today and tomorrow to celebrate my birthday. We're going to do 56% off because, 56% off of my Myers-Briggs course. So if you're looking to get a little bit more clarity on your Myers-Briggs type, I'll link the course before. I normally don't have it on sale. And so the 56% off is pretty good deal. So I'll link that below. And there's also, the full course is Myers-Briggs for entrepreneurs. So if you're an entrepreneur and you want to understand how to use personality type in your business to advertise and all that kind of stuff, it's quite helpful. So you'll also just learn a ton of stuff about yourself. So we normally sell the course for like 120. Right now, the full course is like 28. So at 56% off. Well, I actually had it, anyways, it's a long story, but I had it down more but the regular price was 120. And then we have 56% off of my Etsy shops, which I don't know if you knew I had Etsy shops, but I do. We sell printables. That was sort of my first business that I did before I started this channel. And so I've got life planning printables, college planner in there. I mean, a whole bunch of stuff. And then we have a digital planning, so you can use digital planners on your iPads. So I have a digital planner shop as well. So I will link all that below. So enjoy a little discount That will be for 2 days, so today and tomorrow. This thing is making my head itch. Okay, so what are we going to do to celebrate my birthday today? I did want to look at the astrology real quick for the week. I want to tell you a little bit about, where'd my phone go? I want to tell you a little bit about the meeting that I had with a psychic 1 year ago today on my birthday. In fact, a friend and I are going, my husband's working today, so a friend and I are going to a psychic today. I'm going to have my session, she's going to have her session. And that's kind of like it's my thing now. I'm going to do that on my birthday as long as somebody is offering it. So yeah, they offered a schedule today, so I'm going back to the same place I went to last year. And so I'll tell you a little bit about what I learned last year. I was just listening to the audio. I recorded it and I'm like blown away. I'm just blown away. It's kind of fun to listen to it 1 year later and see like, well, what came out of it, you know? So we'll talk about that a little bit. I do want to talk about birthdays in general from the Golden Future. So those of you who have read the Golden Future, there's a little section in here about birthdays. So I'll just read it for everybody. So maybe take some notes on this if you're not reading the Golden Future. And, just so you can remember this come your birthday. Okay. It's just kind of interesting. And what else did I have on my little to-do list? I have an oracle message from the Magic of Unicorns and a funny little story about that. And then a pendulum message. It is a political message. It's quite encouraging. So I have that as well. I asked them to just give me a political message because I figured if I didn't ask that, they would have said happy birthday or something to me, which is fine. Okay, so let me go grab my astrology book. I'll be right back. Okay, on my way back from getting the astrology book, I noticed our 2 new mugs. I love these. I just got the actual mug so I can see what they look like. So we have alone we are a drop, together we are a flood. Now I know the men in our group are like, well, where are the men in here? And the design I couldn't find with men, but I actually reached out to the creator and I'm hoping, I don't know how much she's going to charge me yet, but I'm hoping I asked her if she could swap out a few and have both male and female in the group. So that will be cool because that makes sense, right? Yeah. So love that mug. And then look how cute this turned out. Oh my gosh. So cute. So if you have this at work, you're really sending a message. Pretty cool, huh? I think we have buttons, magnets, and stickers as well. So, okay, so 40% off next 2 days. All right. So there's my little advertisements. Okay, so let's just look here at the astrology. Now, the section that I'm particularly looking at most of the time is, this book is kind of cool because it gives you like general astrology for the year, but then it gives you like, if you're in Aries, this is what, okay, so all of our birthdays, or whatever our signs are, like the rest of the book is, so like a lot of the book doesn't really pertain to me, like this whole section right here, because it's other signs, but like I like to peek in there on Leos because that's my husband. My sister's a Libra, so maybe she'd want some info. But anyway, so let's see what it says for March right now. So we're at the end of the month. Okay, so March 30th, Mercury in Pisces until April 15th. So this is we're Mercury retrograde. So really that's what you just need to remember. So Mercury retrograde into his sign of fall, communication can be extra hard as the messenger is not only retrograding, but drowning in subjectivity. Okay, so talk and write from your heart rather than your mind. Great for intuition and applying your imagination to overcome challenges. So like every day until April 15th, like I'll just remind my husband as he's going off to work, just sit back, let the stuff around you happen, keep your mouth shut. You know what I mean? Because especially in a workplace, like things can get a little spicy. So for mine, which kind of is the same message. So on March 29th, the solar eclipse in Aries, so the solar eclipse happened, right, in Aries, kicks off the eclipse season. The next 2 weeks are going to quicken and intensify everything in your life and create some tension between you and your partners in work. Lob, Jared, Marcia, hello. Let's just keep it calm for the next 2 weeks. And life. So my husband and I already talked about that. Be mindful of unnecessary aggression and impulsiveness. So that's really good. It's interesting because I was really calm yesterday. Like I don't know why, if it was because of the solar eclipse or just because of the spiritual growth that I'm experiencing. I don't know, but I was just like, you know what? Everything is just perfect. Everything will work out just fine. I'm going to keep doing my persistence towards the political stuff, but everybody's at where there needs to be. It's going to be, I don't know. I was just like so chill. I hope that lasts. Well, it doesn't sound like it's going to, but we'll see. So, okay. So that's that. I'll try to I'll remind you every day that it's Mercury retrograde. Because I think I need a little reminder about it, So, okay. Has anybody been watching Rosie's Insights lately? Oh my God. Even my husband, she is cracking me up so bad. I watch her now just to watch her cry. She's not really crying. She's like pretend crying. And she's pretend crying like if, what was the last one? Oh, because that woman who F-45 promised a seat in his cabinet and she like canceled all her, she's a senator, I think, and she canceled all her appointments. She's not on any committee. I think she's in the House. Yeah, with Mike Johnson. So she canceled everything and now he's not appointing her because they don't want to give up her seat and because they're afraid that it will go to a Dem. And anyway, so Rosie's on there and she's just I can't even. Oh my God. So if you want a good laugh, go watch Rosie's Insights. Anytime I mention somebody's channel, I'll list it below in the description. I was crying the other day. Now you might not find it so funny. I think it's freaking hilarious. I was crying. And then my husband's in here. I'm like, Jim, Rosie's doing it. And so he comes in and he's just cracking up. And he's a real thinker and stuff. So like he doesn't usually watch channelers. Like he never watches my videos or anything. I did come to the realization actually and so appreciative recently. More appreciative than ever for him. I mean, I'm always appreciative, but every once in a while, I came to the realization he was meant to be in my life to be my grounding, because I'm like, always, I'm always doing stuff. I'm always like looking at new things and and he is not, he is this way his entire life and there's been times in my life I'm like, you're so boring. You never want to do anything different. But no, I think he is just my rock. And there's no doubt that that's why he and I are together. Is to support me through this lifetime. Because he is just a rock. He is a rock. It's amazing. And a supportive rock, like never not supportive. It's just, it's amazing. So, okay. That being said, Rosie, I just had to mention that because it just came into my mind. Anything you can do to laugh right now, right? So this is interesting too. So the psychic that I met with last year, again, on my birthday, I'm going in a couple hours. I think I'll be meeting, I'm trying to think. I was born at 1:20 p.m. So I'm trying to think. I should always schedule my psychic meetings around that time, shouldn't I? Excuse me. I'm not sure if I should or not. Faye, Faye, your birth chart thing you made me. Oh my God. I cannot wait to share with people your URL. Crazy. I mean, it is amazing. I want to talk about birth charts this year or this week. And there's one other person who sent me one. I haven't had a chance to read it, so thank you for sending me that too. But Faye, oh my gosh, I have never read anything so amazing. Okay, so about myself, meaning like the information is just incredible. So if you guys haven't had your birth chart done, highly, highly recommend it. Okay, so the psychic that I met with last year, I just wrote down some notes of what she had said, and I'm like, now last year at this time, March 30th, 2024, what I was doing with my life is I was running my Etsy shops and I was teaching people how to sell digital products. That's what I was doing. This was not, and I had a YouTube channel on teaching people how to sell digital products. Okay. I had been doing that since 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So six years. Okay. And just last spring, my sales started boop, 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 because Etsy changed the algorithm and that whole thing. And I kind of was like, I'm done with this. I don't want to have to figure out again how to adjust to the algorithm for ads and all that kind of stuff. And so that's why then I went to the store. I went to this rock shop and just for my birthday, just to buy myself a little gift because I don't wait for people to buy me gifts. And I went to the rock shop and they happened to have one appointment left out of there was probably 10 appointments for the day of the psychic. They had a psychic there. And I was like, my husband was out in the car and I was like, oh, do you mind if I do this? It was half an hour or 45 minutes or whatever. He's like, absolutely not. So I went down there. There's one appointment left. Isn't that cool? So anyways, and I recorded it. I didn't record her. I just recorded the sound. And so I hadn't listened to it. I remembered some things about it, but I just listened to it, half of it this morning. I got to finish listening. So anyway, she just said that it seems like I am moving, I am shifting, and I could feel that shift. I knew I was getting ready to not actively do that as a business anymore. Okay. But I didn't know what to do. And it literally took from March until November. Well, the end of October was the first video I did for this channel. So it took that long for me to explore and just kind of sit with the idea of that business shutting down, which it hasn't completely shut down. Obviously, I still have my Etsy shops, but I'm not actively promoting it or advertising it or anything. So on Etsy. So it took me like 5 months to shift, to feel okay with shutting that down. And then one day I just woke up and I was like, I think I had been watching things on YouTube. I literally had gone from finances. You know how on YouTube, if you start watching one topic, you get all these, you get all the different videos. I went from finances to traveling full time to living on a cruise ship to I just went all these different topics. And the last one I landed on, it was probably September, October, was tarot. I had never seen anybody do, I got to turn the fan on. I had never seen anybody do tarot at all, ever. I mean, I knew of it, but I'd never seen anybody. So anyways, I was drawn to that. And then one day I saw one person, I decided to type this in because I had been using these for 8-10 years. I don't remember exactly. So I'd been using these dowsing rods to speak with my spirit guides. So I was like, I wonder if anyone's doing dowsing rods. So then I typed that in. I found one person and I was like, oh, so by me watching the tarot and the other mediums and then somebody doing that, it helped me learn the rules on how to do that on a channel. And then I decided to go ahead and I thought, well, I'll relate it to, did I just see something pop up right there? Feels like something just popped up right there. I decided I would relate it to the election. I thought, well, let's just get on and talk about the election. So anyway, so it's morphed into this. So isn't that amazing? Well, what's really amazing is she said that that I would be better off going forward on an intuitive journey. Like these are the words she used. Intuitive journey. I'm trying to make sense and putting them in an order. Presenting yourself as someone who is along for the ride, not an expert per se, but someone who's along for the ride. I mean, again, I didn't even listen to this until today. So she was spot on because that's exactly how I present myself on this channel because I am not a spiritual guru. I am along for the ride, you know? And she said, conduct through meandering. Experience through conversation, which is, she's like, that's how you are going to be on your own spiritual journey by conducting through meandering. Like, I'm literally like, oh, let's read The Golden Future, and then this month I got inspired to do shadow work in the spirit circle. And I was like, let's do shadow work, through meandering. Experience through conversation, which is what I'm doing all the time. I'm just having conversations about stuff that I'm learning, and then I hear stuff you're learning, and then we process the stuff together, especially the political stuff as well. She said, creating a comfort in not knowing, and I am someone who can create a comfort in not knowing and constantly wandering. Gentle, slow experience, not meeting milestones. So creating a comfort in not knowing. She said that's how people will relate to me. Isn't that incredible? I just think that's incredible. Like, present yourself as someone who is along for the ride. Which present yourself. Like, well, I'm just doing it naturally. I didn't even realize she said that. So anyways, that was incredible. So I'm excited. It's not the same medium today. So I'll see how this one is. Otherwise, I'm going back to her. She was awesome. Okay, so a little bit about birthdays. So let's think about our birthdays this year in 2024 or your next birthday. Okay, the one thing I really love, this is like literally on page 1. So we have to remember so Diana Cooper has been channeling for like 40 years, channeling the other side for like 40 years, mostly angels, okay? So she's got, I don't know, a gazillion books. All right. And so this is one of her latest ones. So when Lady Gaia invites you here, okay, so Lady Gaia, Mother Earth, invites us here. She reminds you that life on Earth is a unique opportunity. Be grateful for it. You are a spiritual being who has volunteered for this expedition. Isn't that cool? So I was invited here 56 years ago on this day. And thank you to my mother for, it's her birthday as well. Thank you, Mama. Okay. Let's see. So every year on your birthday, Lady Gaia's angels sing over you with love to renew the welcome of your invitation. Cool is that? So today, Diana, who was that? What was her name? Sorry, bad memory. I got it written down. Corey Meyer. Today, Lady Gaia's angels are singing over us with love to renew the welcome of our invitation. They also check that the blueprint of your life is still right for you. Do you need to change the original design? Does it still fulfill the vision you held when you incarnated? Cool. Which is why it's really kind of a fun day to do reflection and all that kind of stuff. So every 7th year, now this is my 7th year because I'm 56. Okay, so Corey, yours will be next year. Every 7th year, your overlighting archangel consult your guardian angel to see how your mission is progressing. If you need support or help, this will be provided. This also applies if you have moved on to a different path or progressed even more than envisioned. How cool is that? So I'm going to spend some time with that idea today. That my overlighting archangel, and in fact, I'm going to find out who that is using the pendulum because I have not asked. So your soul, okay, here's about names, okay? So your soul chose your name because it has a specific vibration that aligned with your mission. Every time it is sounded, so if everybody can say Karen right now, it calls in your soul lessons. Say Corey too, since it's her birthday too. And anybody else. I don't know anybody else. But if you see it in the comments, say their name out loud because that will call in their the vibration of their soul lessons. On your birthday, the angels sing in the vibration of your full name with great love in order to encourage you. If alterations need to be made to your life path, this will be reflected in the vibrations of the angelic voices. That's very cool. Now, that being said, I'm going to pull the SGs out real quick because I know people have had questions about that. Okay, let me just do a quick, the prayer, which I would do anyways with the cards today. So I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides, guardians, and all of those of the purest and highest light. And ask Archangel Michael to please protect this channel and this channel so it is only of the purest and the highest light as well. Amen. Hey, you guys. Hello. Hello. Happy birthday, Mama. Okay, so we are all born with, let's see. Let me get this in front of me. Okay, so we are born with a soul name that has a specific vibration, correct? Yes. Okay. That is aligned with our mission, which is funny that my name's Karen. It's kind of rude. Who hijacked my name like that? It's kind of rude. Let me fix my necklace. Okay. So what happens? So those who end up changing their name, because I know people have questions about this, is that in their soul contract to change their name? Yes. Okay. So their vibration follows that. Their name vibration will follow that? Yes. Okay. I wondered about that. And I know we asked probably in the spirit circle at one point, but, and then those who like who were adopted and maybe get a different name, does their vibration follow that, their soul vibration? Yes. Okay. And for women, if they choose, or men, if they choose to change their last name or hyphenate their name, does the soul vibration follow that? Okay. And it was meant to be that way, like as part of our chosen names? Yes. Okay. All right. I was just curious about that. Okay. So that's kind of fun. So think about that on your birthday. I don't know. We should do a little birthday party once a month or something on this channel. I don't know. I could read that out again, but all right. What else are we doing? Okay. So the message for today is, now again, we're going to take this with a grain of salt. We're not going to attach. That's the best way, is not to attach to the message, okay? But what is kind of interesting to me, I have really enjoyed watching, you know how you stumble across new people every once in a while? So I've really enjoyed, at first I wasn't sure, but now I've been watching Mel Lawson 777. I'll post it below. She has like 6-minute clips that she comes out and she channels like right away. She just channels like a quick message. And a week or two ago, the message was stay calm, stay calm. Okay. And she's like, oh, that's kind of a warning. But it was also yesterday. Yesterday they said stay calm again. So I thought that was interesting. I think it was Saint Germain who messaged through her. Oh no, it was Metatron, I think. Okay, so I asked for a political message today, and they said this: help is coming. And I said, from who? And they said ICC, which is International Criminal Court. Okay. So help is coming. Okay. So fingers crossed. I mean, it is kind of what they've been alluding to in a lot of um, other folks who do readings and stuff. That's kind of what people are getting. So again, we just don't know the timing, and we're going to let the timing be whatever the divine timing needs to be. That's really, I think that's why I was so calm yesterday, because I thought, I'm just going to let things unfold, and I'm going to, because it is for the highest good of all, for our highest and best, So I'm just going to trust that. How can I not trust it? I mean, we're doing all the spiritual work, and it's, Now what's interesting is when I go back to the pendulum messages for the last week, I know I did see somebody's comment when they said, because a couple times they said, leave F45 to Jesus, or leave it to Jesus. Jesus loves you, and then he's going down was another message. So they had said, well, there's so many things going on. I can't just not do anything and leave it to Jesus. And I don't think that's what they're saying. I think they're saying, do what you're inspired to do, stand up, persist in the resistance, if you want to call it that, but be persistent, do the work that inspires you, take inspired action. Okay. And I think we all need to keep doing that. But then when you take the inspired action, then leave it to Jesus. Do your prayers, ask for what you want. They're not going to interfere unless we ask for what we want. Then leave it to Jesus. Okay, that's how I interpret it. So let me know how you interpret it. Like, what is your take on all that? Does that resonate with you? Share your perspective, because that gives me new perspective. It gives everybody else new perspective. So I appreciate that person saying that, because I think I've said that before when I first got the message, leave it to Jesus. But when I read all of the pendulum messages, like for a week, I don't go into that detail. So I appreciate somebody raising that the other day. Okay, so this is a funny story of, again, just validation. So I decided today, normally when I first started doing cards on the channel, I would just go over and pick the one that I was kind of interested in. Okay. But then when I got my little deck together here, and I put all of my oracle cards on this deck, and I got one in the mail from somebody. Thank you so much. I'm going to open it here on the channel someday soon. So anyways, I have to add it to my little deck too. So today I did go over, I thought, well, it's my birthday, I'm going to pick one myself, right? And I thought, what would be a fun one to do? So I picked the Magic of Unicorns. Okay, thank you. I also got this from Allison. See, I got the name written on the back. Otherwise, it's just I'm bad with, I wrote your name upside down, Allison. Oh no, this cover just went on up. It's just backwards. Okay. So love this. And oh, it's funny because it is from Diana Cooper as well. So Magic of Unicorns. Well, so of course I thought, well, okay, I'll just shuffle and see if the SGs have something else they want me, the spirit guides, have a different deck they want me to use. Well, 4 of them popped out, and this was the first one. I'm not kidding you. I am not making this up. I'm not making that up. 4 of them popped out. There's the 4. So the other one, I didn't even ask him. I thought, okay, well, that was the top one, so I'm not going to. Intuitive Whispers, the Cosmic Journey Oracle, and the Sacred Forest. Those were the other 3. So you can't make that up, right? Isn't that amazing? That alone is like the best birthday gift. The fact that they just dropped that one. Out of all of these, it's like 60 of them, Isn't that cool? Okay, so let's see what they've got for us today. What little message do you have for us today? The unicorns are just so hopeful and helpful. Apparently, if you're new here, what we've been learning, and other people have different opinions and have learned different things, and that's totally fine. We're all on a different journey. But through the golden future, what we're learning is that we each have 2 spirit guides that we're born with that stay by our side 100% of the time. And we each have a personal guardian angel. And we also each have a unicorn, a personal unicorn. As you can tell, I feel like when I say that, I'm saying Santa is real, you know. So, I have the book. I have her book on unicorns. I haven't read the whole thing because I have books that I just kind of bounce around. So we'll see what I learn about unicorns. Okay, so, well, let's just ask our personal unicorns. Can you guys please gather all of our personal unicorns in the community? And you guys can give us a message. What message would you like us to have today? What message would be the most helpful for us to have on this fine Sunday, Monday for Australians, and other people around the world, depending on where you're listening from, which thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, that would be amazing. That's quite a lot. Help us get to 50,000. We're almost there. Okay, let me just see if any of those three are... All right, are one of the messages in front of me that you want us to have today? Yes. Are there any others in the deck? No. Okay. The card on the right? Yes. The middle card? No. The card on the left? Okay, so just one card? The card on the right? Okay. All right, fun. Let's see what this one was. Cosmic Rainbow. Cool. Look for the pot of gold, accept joy. It's a number 6. 15, 1 plus 5 is 6. Maybe that will resonate with someone. The other card that they told us was not for today is the freedom of truth. It's a 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. Communicate honestly, be who you truly are. Love it. Love it. Okay, so that was actually part of my birth chart that Faye put in there. Was, and I think this is probably true for all of us if we can get there, is people don't necessarily always resonate with just the things I'm talking about, but that I'm authentically going through this process with you, And I think, I'm so grateful because I didn't want to do anything anymore where I had to play a role, So this channel is just allowing me to be who I naturally am. And so I hope everybody can find that space to be who you naturally are and not have to play these roles all the time. Okay, let's see. This is the card we got. It's a 3 as well. Hi, Mama. 2 plus 1 is 3. Oh, look at that. Oh, amethyst. Beautiful. All right, switch on your inner light. Bring forward your gifts. What did I just talk about? Magical crystal cave. All right, this is a message for all of us. All right, this is a little birthday message from my personal unicorn to all of us, from all of our personal unicorns. Okay, let's see. The magical crystal cave is where the sacred mysteries of the unicorns are found. This wondrous place is halfway up the spiritual mountain, and this card is an invitation to visit it. At the entrance, a huge amethyst cleanses and purifies your aura before you enter. The cave opens out into a wonderland of shimmering quartz and rose quartz. Very cool. Unicorn love has ignited each crystal from within, so the cavern is illuminated by 1 trillion lights. Oh, I'd like to go there. I really have always loved shiny things. Sparkly, shiny. My mom was the same way. Love it. Some of the unicorn treasures concealed within the magical crystal cave are sacred geometric symbols that can awaken your hidden gifts and talents. Receiving this card suggests that you are ready to accept and develop more of who you are. Your unicorn sees through your personality into your multi-talented soul. So ask it to activate the keys and codes of your higher potential to switch on more of your beautiful inner light. Then expand your aura until it radiates 100 meters around you. This allows your true radiance to be seen. It is time to stand up and be counted as a light in the universe. Oh, how the best message ever. Your guidance is to ask your unicorn to help you bring forward more of your soul light for you to use in this lifetime. Okay, so let's see. Is this a little vision? Okay, so I am going to end today by giving you a little bit of a visualization. I think this touched it. Okay, so take a deep breath. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the visualization that's in here. We're going to enter the magical crystal cave. Okay, so you can either stop it and do it later, or if you want to do it now, it'll only take a couple minutes. But I will just say goodbye now. Thank you for celebrating my birthday with me. And I will close out after I'm done reading this so that if you want to sit and just do a little bit more visualization, you could do that. If you have any amethyst with you or crystal quartz or rose quartz, might want to grab it, pause right now and grab it and have that with you as you enter the magical crystal cave. Okay. All right. Deep breath. Just relax. Close your eyes. Your unicorn is with you at the entrance of the sacred cave. Touch the amethyst crystal there and know it is purifying you. Enter a cavern lit with 1,000,000,000,000 crystal lights. They enhance the impact of the quartz and rose quartz. Sacred symbols fill the air. They are keys that unlock the codes of your expanded soul. Your inner light radiates into the heavens. Relax in the cavern for as long as you can. Then your unicorn returns you to where you started from. Thank it.